I can see her lying back in her satin dress.
Hey, happy Homebrew Wednesday. This is it's actually Friday. I got the day off today, Veterans Day. Anyway, figured I'd start my Homebrew Wednesday video for next week early because I got a beer meal from none other than Under the Table South. Under the Table Brewing South. So let's check out and see what he got. Or see what he sent. First of all, thank you, Nate, very much. I appreciate it. This is very exciting. First one is a experimental India Pale Lager, J-Lime. There's a label on it. It is 6.3%. Sounds fun. I've never made an India Pale Lager, and haven't drank very many of them either. I've had a few, and I really like them because I like lagers and I like IPAs. So it's the best of both worlds. Let's see. This one here is a Ole Guacamole Saison. I think this is originally a Josh Secor recipe, and this must be a clone or a version from Nate. It's 4.99%. That one sounds really cool. Very much looking forward to that. How'd you know that Saison is my sweet spot? Let's see what else we got. Tell you, Nate doesn't mess around on packing. He's got this really cool foam in here that I'm going to reuse. Pineapple Mango Saison. I think I had this one time. Oh, this is almost imperial strength. This is 7.99%. I think I had this one time when I think, Nate, that you brought this out to Philadelphia for our Homebrew Wednesday homecoming, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I tasted it then. When we were sitting around the table that one night and we're passing around all the beers. Experimental IPA, IPL. Wow, another IPL. This is so cool. 5.1%, and it's got grapefruit in it. Got that. And what do we got here? This is, I don't know if you can hear all the construction going on. We got the guys up there working on we've converted our attic into what's going to be my daughter's bedroom, so we can steal the 2 bedrooms upstairs and make a master bedroom for my wife and I. So beer, smoked oaked Imperial Irish Red. I really wonder, I have no idea what a so beer was. I keep hearing you guys talk about it. I don't know if that's a common acronym or if you came up with it. 12.8%. Barrel aged for 4 months. Holy crap. So, man, this was in an actual oak barrel. This is really cool. I don't have any oak barrels. I have to do like oak wood chips, but I've heard a lot about this beer. I had no idea what the acronym stood for, so this is going to be freaking kicking. This is right up my alley. You guys know I love malts. Oh, thank you so much, Nate. I'm so excited. And I got one more. This one is, oh, this is so cool. First of all, it's in a Coca-Cola bottle, little Coca-Cola bottle. It is a blueberry mead, 18.65%. I've never made a mead either. I need to do that. So that is so cool. Dude, this is such a cool beer meal. Nate, thank you so much. I've got a lot of brewing to do so I can do a decent return for you. I'm not quite wiped out, but I don't have exactly the variety that I want to send to you. But I'm doing. It's ironic that you sent me an Imperial Irish Red because I'm brewing an Imperial Irish Red right now. But anyway, hey, thanks again. I think he took a little bit of a break from as many videos as he used to put out, but it looks like he's back on the horse, and I think he got a little busy for a while with work and whatnot. But he's I think back in the saddle, he's pumping out videos pretty regularly. So, and he does really, really cool videos. So if you haven't checked out his channel, please go do that. Anyway, thanks again, Nate. Cheers. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. On a Wednesday, if I get this thing posted on time. So, big shout out of the day goes to Mr. Christopher Pastian for sending me this really cool beer. It's hard. I'm not color blind, but it's hard to read this. It's called Kidnapped Kings. I don't know if you can read that. American IPA. And these, assuming they're out of Illinois. I think that's where Chris is. 6% ABV. I don't really see where they're from. It's from Solemn Oath, Illinois. Let's just say that. So, I just finished kegging the Feckin hop experiment. Notice how everybody likes saying the Feckin hop experiment? We did the Feckin hop experiment. Wally, came up with the Feckin hop experiment idea, which was a feckin' great idea, and we all decided to feckin' brew it. So we're all kind of in various stages of feckin' completion. Mine is actually in day T-0 of, sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. Some of you guys don't like that. Of kegging. So it's carbing right now. I've got it sitting on 30 PSI, and I'll let that thing go for a couple days, and then should have a nice beer. I hit it with some gelatin. It went in the keg pretty clear. All right, here it goes. The Feckin hop experiment, Denali style. It's not looking too bad. It's looking pretty good. It's going to be pretty clear. Cheers. So I'm expecting this is going to be a pretty clear beer. I was a little worried that it was. Here am I talking without even. Cheers, Chris. Thank you, man. God, that's really nice. Nice 6% easy drinking IPA, and you give you a whole pint. It's what Mike Dean would call very sessionable at 6%. So anyway, I was a little worried because I had some super high alpha acid. I think it was like 15 or 14.8 alpha acid. Maybe it was 15.4. It was pretty high, the Denali hops. And he wanted us to only get to 30 IBU. So on my boil schedule, I think I did a quarter of an ounce at 60, and then at 5 or at 15. It was 60 and 15, 2 hop additions, 60 and 15. So I did like 0.25 and 0.75 or something like that to get to 30 IBUs. And then he said, feckin' tear up that dry hop with as much hops as you can fit in there. So I had to go back and get some more hops. I had enough for the Whirlpool. I put 4.25 or 4.75, something like that, ounces of hops in it in the Whirlpool, all at 180. So shouldn't have pulled a whole bunch of IBUs. And then I put 2 more dry hop additions of 2 ounces each of Denali. So that was a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 9 ounces of hops, maybe 10 of Denali hops. So you guys that get this Feckin hop experiment from the Dean's List, you're going to get a good dose of what Denali smells and tastes like. So anyway, I taste a little sample, but like after a minute of shaking it on your knee at 30 psi, it doesn't really taste that great. Actually, it does taste pretty good. It's not harsh or bitter. I think it might be a little higher than 30, not too bad. Maybe in the 40s. I don't know. We'll see what you guys think. But anyway, I'm happy to get it sent out. I may have some brewing footage. I think I do. So stick around at the end. You'll get to see me doing a little bit. I tried to catch most of the hot drops, if I remember. I did the brew on what was a Veterans Day holiday for me. So Friday was when I brewed. So wait a minute. I'm getting my beers mixed up. I did do a brew on Friday, and that's what you're going to see. It was not the Feckin hop experiment, obviously, because that would be sick, being able to ferment it in just one day. But anyway, the beer I did on Friday was another old school mod using some cryo hops. I think it was a cryo hop. No, man, it's been a long day. I better take another IPA sip. It was a Irish Red. I took some of my rinsed yeast down to the bottom. I did an Imperial Irish Red. The gravity ended up being like 1080, 1086, 1084, something like that, something crazy. Should be over a 9% beer, but I used the 3 jars of rinsed Irish ale yeast that have been in there since January of this year. it sat there for a day or two and didn't do anything, and then I cracked the lid. It never did hit the blow-off tube, so I'm a little worried. But I cracked the lid and saw the krausen starting to form at about day 3 or 4, and then you know, it started coming alive. So I opened it once and just kind of listened, and you could hear it. It sounded like almost like Coke, you know, if you listen to the top of a Coke glass. So stuff is happening. I don't know if it's going to ferment all the way, but it's all the yeast has dropped out now. So I'm gonna go take a gravity sample after I get through filming this and see where it is. Yeah, I haven't done any gravity samples. And then I got another beer that's fermenting. That is the old school mod recipe with the cryo hops, and I think I'm ready to dump the next round of hops in. That one had went from 1080 something to 1030. I think I saw that I was at 6%. So I think it's still fermenting. So that one I'm not as worried about. I generally get down to like 10, anywhere from 1012 to 1017 with an old school recipe, and I think I'll be close on that one. So and even if it's not, it's a New England IPA, so if it's a little sweeter than normal, then I'm okay with that too. So anyway, a very short Homebrew Wednesday. Just wanted to get on the net, thank Wally for the Feckin hop experiment, and see how much of this I have to edit out. And hey, look, have yourself. And Chris, thanks again for the beer send. He sent me a lot of beers. I'll kind of talk about it, but I got to wait a little while to kind of share some of this information. But anyway, he sent me a lot of good beers, a lot of good homebrews, and threw this little commercial beer in too, which is nice. So anyway, hey, cheers everybody. Have yourself a happy homebrew and have a very happy homebrew Wednesday. Cheers. That's going to be a pretty Irish red. I can see my new fermenter going right there next to my fermentation closet. Wouldn't that be nice?